So you want to know what Canvas is and how it works, right? Easy. Canvas is a visual programming language that lets you create multi-step, multi-channel user journeys. What does that mean? Well, if you want your users to interact with you one time, then never interact with you again, a one-off campaign is great. But if you're in the business of building customer relationships through a tactful conversation that loops in relevant user data on a rolling basis, canvases are made for you. First, you want to set a goal or goals of the campaign, or conversion events in Braze terminology. What are you trying to accomplish with this particular user journey? You can add up to 4 conversion events here. Next, how do you want to trigger this journey? It could be action-based, scheduled, API triggered, or even from a user entering or exiting a geofence. Select your audience using these filters and any pre-made segments you may have. All the audience and segment data is updated perpetually in Braze in real time, so no need to refresh this data after defining it. Then you can specify a few send settings. If you want to limit the rate you're sending out messages or put a cap on how many messages a person can receive, or designate quiet hours where no sending will occur. Great, now our entry criteria is set. But you may have noticed we didn't create a message. That's because we'll craft a message at each Canvas step. The entry criteria will just get a user in the door for consideration of receiving this message flow. Once a user has made it past the first barrier, they also need to qualify for the criteria of the individual step to receive the message. So if this first step is action-based and has a few audience filters, users who made it through the entry barrier will need to also take that action and fit those audience filters to receive the message. The same goes for the following step and the one after that. But what about those users that don't take action? Luckily, Canvas allows you to create conditional branching that can target those users that don't take action and give them a different message to drive them back into the product. That's basically it. The only other thing to keep in mind is to always be testing. You can easily create variants of these flows to test the performance of your messages based on little tweaks to certain elements. We like to call them the 3 C's: copy, cadence, and channel. So with every canvas, be sure you're testing those things and always learning about what your users respond to. Do that, and everything else is cream cheese.